Senator from Florida, joining us live now. Good to see you, Senator. Thanks so much for coming on. Can you tell us about your personal experience with your home being swatted back in December, I believe it was?
Sure. So what somebody did is they called to say that they were holding somebody hostage in my house. And so what their goal is that law enforcement storms your house and you're inside, and either it scares the living daylights out of you, or if you have weapons, you defend yourself so somebody gets hurt. That's their goal. They've done it to a bunch of politicians, mostly Republicans. They've done it to a lot of Jewish institutions. And their whole goal is somebody gets hurt. So my bill would say, if anybody gets hurt, you're going to jail. You're gonna suffer severe consequences. But the whole goal, like when they did to me, is that I would have my weapons ready, and I would be afraid that somebody broke into my house, and I would shoot at the police, and they would shoot at me. That was their whole goal.
And it's really terrifying. As you point out, you just don't know what to expect. Sometimes police don't know which house they're showing up to. If they knew it was a politician, maybe they'd call you ahead of time and say, hey, can you confirm this is happening at your home? But also, Senator, as we know, it might be hard to track down who made that initial 911 call. Does the legislation address that issue?
Well, what it addresses is the consequences. The FBI needs to put more resources into stopping this. If it wasn't, the way I look at this is, if Department of Justice, the FBI, if it was happening to a bunch of Democrats, I think they would put a lot more effort into it. But we ought to be able to figure out how to track this and go after these people and put them in jail. But I hope to God nobody ever gets hurt. But that's the whole goal, is somebody gets shot.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very serious topic of discussion and seemingly on the rise that we have seen here. We'll follow that legislation as well. If we can pivot to New Hampshire to talk about that with you. Trump cruising to a victory over former UN ambassador for former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley. She's vowing to fight on. She's not getting out. There's a moment where Vivek Ramaswamy, U.S. Senator Tim Scott spoke, but also Vivek Ramaswamy. We have that moment for our viewers. If we could play that, and then we'll get your comment.
What we see right now with her continuing in this race is the ugly underbelly of American politics, where the mega donors are trying to do one thing when we, the people, say another. And it's up to us, we, the people, to at long last say, hell no. We, the people, create a government that is accountable to us. And we, the people, have said tonight, we want, again, as we did in Iowa, Donald J. Trump.
So obviously you have a couple of former presidential contenders there campaigning, stumping rather, for the win, for the victory, but then against Nikki Haley. Now, she governed in South Carolina, you well know. You governed in Florida in your past as well. Governor Ron DeSantis of Florida has stepped out. He was the #2 spot. So my question to you is, maybe a comment on the governor of Florida, a position in which you were in once, pulling back out of this race, and Nikki Haley continuing on. Do you see a path forward there?
I don't see a path. I never saw a path forward for anybody this year. President Trump's got a record. He's known. He secured the border. We had a great economy. We weren't at war. So I think we want to go back to that. We want to go back to a great economy. We want to go back to a secure border. We don't want to be in these conflicts all across the world. So we have to have a strong president that's going to get peace through strength. And that's not where Biden is. And so no one else has that record that's running because he was the president and he did it. So I think no one's going to have much of a chance to go against Trump. I would never tell anybody to get out of the race. When I was not the establishment candidate back in 2010, when I ran in the Republican primary, a lot of Republicans told me to get out of the race. And I don't think that's appropriate. Let people run if they want to run. But I don't think there's much of a chance that Donald J. Trump is not going to be our nominee. And he'll win the nomination, and then we're going to win in November.
All right, we'll leave it right there. Senator Rick Scott joining us this morning on National Report. Thank you, sir.